Hello! Hi, I'm Mintmai! Welcome back to my bakery. Hello, everybody! Yay, it's Mintmai time! It's Mintmai time! Hi, guys! Good Mintmai Monday! Hello, thank you for stopping by again. It's been a minute since we've been in this bakery. I just thought that it would be nice to nice to bring back the old co-working space, you know? With my chair and my table, and I'll pull up my tablet later too. It's nice. Honestly, it still works with let me take a look. It still works really well with oh, where did my chair go? Did I just make them vanish? Well, it works really well over here. Wow. Wow. Actually, I really do like this. It's so hard to decide. I've never done co-working in this bakery before. That would be something new. What do you guys think? We got this room, and then we also have and then we have this room. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I know, I can teleport. Isn't that cool? Want to see me do it again? Hi Mint Oop, hello, hi homie, hi. What's up? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. I'll have you know. Let's see. Let me teleport one more time. What am I feeling today? I think this is good. I think this is great for today. What did I want to say? Old room is for work, new rooms for chit-chat. Well, they're both still my rooms currently. They're both my room, and I like both of them so much. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm a fan of rotating things. Keeping things very fresh like bread. But I hope everyone's doing really well. Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good day yesterday? I went shopping yesterday. Shopping for necessities. But I did buy one, I guess, necessity / maybe it's not a necessity. But I got a cute scarf. I got a very, very cute scarf, and I'm super happy about it because it was on sale, and then I like to tie it in a way where I look like Freerun. I saw the tutorial. I saw a tutorial on how to tie your scarf like Freeruns, and then I got super interested in, I guess, having that look for the winter. I'm sure you see it more commonly in colder places, but I can tie my scarf like this now. Isn't that nice? Ooh, I don't know that game, but yes, Sunday is always a good day for gaming. I played Fall Guys. My guilty pleasure. I played some Fall Guys. Only a little bit though. Like, I only played for like a few rounds. So like maybe half an hour to an hour. She's got multiple storefronts. She's a growing business. I like to think that they're just like different, you know, different bakeries, but we can always return to each of them. I'm cooking up some stuff, guys. I feel like I'm cooking things, but at the same time, I'm not the fastest. And so I feel bad that perhaps you might not see the results of these things for a while, but I hope that is okay. I hope we can just enjoy our time together on stream, you know? Because I feel like it's okay to be slow. I'm in my third year of being a baker, and I think it's not a bad thing. I don't think I'm slowing down in any way. It's just because the things I'm trying to get done, it's just a very long queue of things that I want to make sure that I finish making, right? That it's kind of chugging along. I do feel bad that the train is a little bit slow. We're chugging though. That's not what a train sounds like. What does a train sound like? There we go. I'm chugging along though. Also no schedule this week. No schedule this week because I'm just streaming today and tomorrow. I thought really hard about whether or not I wanted to like post a schedule, but I was like, if I'm only here for Monday and Tuesday, I wanna wait, you know? I wanna wait until I have a slightly fuller week to have a schedule. Cause that way, I don't know, it's cause I showcase art in my schedule too. And I'm like, then I want it up for the whole week, you know? I love showcasing artworks. And so when I make a schedule, I want it to at least be a little bit more filled out. That being said, yeah, I am very busy. Wednesday through like coming Wednesday until next week. But I'm here today and tomorrow. I think tomorrow I want to play Pokemon. Does that sound like a plan? I want to play Pokemon ZA. I feel like that sounds like a plan. Zah. I miss it. I miss Pokemon so bad. In fact, I feel like I should even grind some of it. I feel like I should even grind some of it today. I don't know if I'll have time though, because I want to progress in the story quest, but I need so many battle tickets. Maybe I should have done ZA today too, but I have to get work done. Making art and showing it to my friends is always a good time. I agree. It's a great time. I love showing you guys my art. I love when you see my art, even though I can be a bit shy about it sometimes too, but I did post art recently, and I've been trying to remember to share my artwork. There's a lot of times I draw things and I finish it and I'm like, whoop, there we go. I drew the thing and it just never sees the light of day. I forgore. Sorry. I'll take a look and see if I have anything from the mines that I can even show you guys. Because there's just a lot of stuff that is not finished. And there's various artworks that are in the whip mines, as you might call it. I think anyone that's done anything creative before, you may understand what I mean. The whip mines. There's too many. I have like a whip. I have like some whips from like 2022. Just real old stuff. Not in a bad way. Just it's cool to look through and see all my old ideas and see that, hey, they still exist. It's just ancient. It's just old artwork now. And then that makes me want to like redraw it from scratch. Hold on, I want to do something really cool. Where did that come in from? Doo-doo-doo-doo. Mintmai telekinesis. I can move objects. Yes. So now my drawing tablet is here. Yay! Let me also change up the music. I feel like I always keep this music on for like the beginning of stream. Let's do this song. I love this song. It's called the roller skating. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Oh yeah, there's more. Oh gosh, there's more GTA. I'm so tempted. I would love to play more VTRP as well, because I missed so many people on the server. I know I made Saturday like pretty much like this is gonna be my only day in the server, but I missed so many people, which makes me think really hard. It makes me think that I want to hop on there again, but I don't know if I'll be able to with how busy I am. Sniffs. Oh my goodness. People share food sometimes in the channel, and it looks so tasty. But yeah, I missed a lot of people that I wanted to, I guess, run into. Yeah, the first day is where everyone gets their footing, right? And a lot of people didn't even log on until later. Darn, I know that Lan was so excited. Miss Lanphilia, who I love, I adore her. Lan was so excited telling me about like her character, or like who she was gonna be in VTRP, and I did not get to see her. So I'm just kind of like, oh no, sad. Sniff. Sniff, sniff. Also, well, I super appreciate the thought and everyone sharing things with me. Let's keep chat a little bit on topic. Yeah. See, but yeah, the first day is always when people are like figuring out their characters, figuring out what they're gonna do, who they're gonna be. But I had a lot of fun anyways. Man, I'll tell you guys now though. Before I started stream today, I didn't almost miss stream. I wouldn't have missed it entirely, but I was really locked in on this work that I'm doing right now, because you know, I need to finish some stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm so good on time. I finished eating lunch and I was like, I'm so good on time, we're gonna co-work stream right after this. And I looked up at the clock and it was 1:59. So I dropped everything and I ran over to PC-kun and I was like, oh my gosh. I started stream in like a record amount of time. Time flies when you're locking in. I was so locked in, and it's good because like I'm kind of continuing that flow right now of locking in. So, you know, if you guys are just chilling today, feel free to chill with me or to chat alongside me co-working a little bit. But oh man, I was so locked in that like an hour went by like that. I don't think you can hear my snap. An hour went by like that. That was also a really bad snap. This is embarrassing. There we go. One good snap. I can snap my fingers. Okay, that was cheating. I clicked my tongue. That wasn't my finger snapping. She was in the flow state. Yeah, I tend to be that kind of person. Basically, if I'm working on something, it can be so hard for me to like get into the flow of things. But once I do, oh my gosh, it's flow state. I tunnel vision really hard. I'm like, once it feels nice in the moment to like be working on something and making progress, I'm like, okay, we're going. Vroom, vroom. Third time is the charm. Make it snappy. See, I clicked my tongue at the same time as I snapped, so that would guarantee that the mic would pick up something at least. Oh man. This is interesting. If I wear my headphones, it's almost like we're in a video call together. We're in a working video call. Dun 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 dun. Bam 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 bam. Okay, it's fine. I kind of want to hear you, so I'll take off the headphones. I feel like I actually have I ever tried a Pomodoro stream? I don't think I have, right? I'm thinking about it really hard right now. I don't think I've ever done a Pomodoro stream. I've never been able to pull it off. I think with the way I do co-working is sometimes it winds up being... Sometimes we just have a lot to talk about, you know, in the flow of the day. We just happen to coincidentally have so much to talk about. And then I wind up sort of doing more of the chatting and less of the working. So I don't think I've done Pomodoro. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I have either. Although it could be good for times where we like really want to lock in. I just work and then we take a dedicated chatting break and then you can work alongside me. I like watching Pomodoro streams myself. I think they're nice. Especially for like working and locking in because I listen to it in the background, and then when streamer takes a break, right? When the Pomodoro timer goes, okay, break time, then I can like stand up and like get tea and stuff with like my headphones on. It's so nice. I just haven't done it before myself, because I'm too much of a yapper. I don't trust myself to not get distracted. So when I come into co-working streams, I come in with the default idea that I will get distracted by chat. Like chat will go throw tomatoes at me or something and I will get distracted. Or just bring up a topic that I'm super passionate about. Speaking of which, I totally forgot to talk about this. I wanted to talk to you guys about Epic the Musical sometime. Heads up though, I have not finished listening to all of it because there's just so much, and when I've been listening to it, I'm listening really, really hard to the lyrics because it's so juicy, it's so good. I love a bit of Greek mythology. I wouldn't say that I'm someone that's like very knowledgeable about Greek mythology. I think maybe my sister is like way more into Greek mythology than me. However, I always like mythology used in concepts, and so Epic the Musical, I've been recommended it countlessly, but it is like multiple albums or like arcs, and so far it is amazing. So far it is amazing. I think I've already been spoiled a long time ago on like one or two of the songs because I've heard covers of them. But I do think I want to wait and hold my favorite thoughts until I finish the whole series. My cousin loves it. We listened to it a while ago. The lyrics are quite epic. The lyrics are quite epic. Good morning. Good Mintmai morning. Oha. Oha mint. I'm trying to think really hard. If I didn't say good Mintmai morning, what would I say? Like if I was to do a spin-off of Ohio instead, would it be like Ohayok? That sounds a little bit wrong. Ohayok, because there's like eggs in bread a lot of the time. I don't know. I'll have to sit on that. We're chatting about Epic the Musical right now, just a little bit, and I've already started working because I'm so locked in, guys. I have to see through what I've started here. My secret work. I know sometimes it feels like I'm working on a bajillion things in the background, and I am. I kind of am. But perhaps these things may not necessarily see the light of day for quite a bit more time. I'm doing my best though. Oh, hi do. Oh, do. Wait, that's pretty good. +2. I like that one. Oh, hi do. I think it just depends on how I pronounce it. Ohaido. Because konbanwa really works already for konbanwa. Homer. Homer Simpson be like, ohaido? Do? Why does he say that? I have not watched like The Simpsons in their entirety. Of course I know bits here and there, but why does he say do? Like why is that his catchphrase? Hokkaido, that's just a place now. But that's really good. You guys know? Oh, I want to go to Hokkaido so bad one day. And they're famous for their milk, right? And also the beautiful scenery, but they're very famous for their milk. I had Hokkaido style soft serve before. The taste is just different. It just tastes different. Oh. Is that where there was a big earthquake? Wait, I did see the news. I did not tweet about it at the time because I saw so many people. I think sometimes when these things happen, I see a lot of people tweet about them. And then I'm just like, I hope everyone's okay. Hokkaido and Aomori areas? Oh no! Wait, I hope everyone's following, everyone in Japan, I hope they are following, you know, all the safety announcements that I've seen. Stay safe, okay? Be very safe. I hadn't realized it was that specific area. Oh no! You're good, Windborn. I also didn't know it was Hokkaido specifically. I didn't know it was that area, so no worries. I know for sure, like, you hadn't made that association, if that makes sense. Don't worry. I hadn't specifically. I remembered vaguely where it was on the map, but not the name of the places. They have good bread and dairy. That's why I'd love to go someday. However, I do hope, you know, right now with the really large earthquake, I hope everyone's okay. Yes, multiple things have been pushed back. I know some people canceled like stream just to make sure. Just to make sure that things are okay, because like it was a really high on the scale. Yeah, very large scale, very intense earthquake. But I sincerely just hope that everyone, you know, stays safe and keeps an eye out on the news and regulations. And I hope any damages are minimal. That kind of thing is, you know, it's scary, but it's most important that people stay informed about it and are safe. I see. I just hope that everything's gonna be okay, you know? And I think that everyone in the area, you know, should be receiving the most proper updates and the most up-to-date stuff. I unfortunately this morning I've been working, but unfortunately this morning I didn't get to like read it in detail. Yeah. Sometimes I genuinely don't see things until I do, but then sometimes, you know, I don't post about stuff publicly, mostly because I don't live there, and therefore I don't want it to feel tone deaf, I guess, for me, not really knowing people that are there and are experiencing things. I think I'd rather like redirect, I guess, the attention towards people that it's directly impacting. But that's only because I feel like I'm not well informed enough about... I think I stay on top of current events, but it's more so with like recent news. Yeah, it's more like I don't want to post it and then like it's more like because I'm on stream right now and it's been brought up, I want to say my heart goes out to everyone, but it's one of those things where in light of the earthquake, right, I don't want to make light of the situation or just say something to say something when it impacts other people much more directly and deeply. So I'd rather, you know, leave the space right, for people that actually have like resources to share, or people that maybe have more direct, you know, like connections and knowledge of what's going on. You know, like people just express concern for their friends that are overseas too, and that makes perfect sense. But yeah, I guess it's just my personal thought where I'm like, I don't want to just come in and say something to like I don't know how to put it. It's hard to articulate my feelings sometimes. Yeah, it's mostly just not me not wanting to overstep a subject that I'm not yet fully educated on. But yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled on the news though, because I'm just hoping everyone's good. Ba-bam. But other than that, you know, I think we'll just have to see for updates. Bum ba dum bum. Let's see. I haven't seen too much about it though. Oh, just mostly through what people have been sharing. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-bum-bum. Let me see. In other news, I feel like I'm taking a look. I feel like lately I know this is like a hard pivot, but I guess it's difficult to change subjects sometimes. Because I don't want to feel insensitive. But again, take care everybody. But I think it's not bad to talk about stuff that's happening in the world. But yeah, a little bit of a hard pivot, so I do apologize. A little bit of a hard pivot. Have you guys noticed that I feel like my social media has been really different lately? Like, maybe not in a bad way, but I heard whispers of there being perhaps an algorithmic update because my feed is covered in people's desk setups and artwork and some VTubers. But it's like it feels like things have taken a hard pivot in more than one way, where it's like why is my Twitter feed specifically covered in desk setups? Do I really look at them that much? They think maybe it's a new trend. No, I feel like I did see one desk setup and I was like, oh, that's cool, and I liked it. But there's been like so many. I feel this too. This weekend, my For You page has become exclusively art and less VTubers. Wait, yes, I've noticed that too. Because I do like a lot of illustrations, but my feed itself tends to be covered in more illustrations and fan art of VTubers rather than VTubers posts themselves. It just basically feels like something has changed. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're playing around with the algorithm for like the 1015th time. And it's not that I dislike illustrations, it's more like I'm like, show me my friend's stuff. I want to support people. But it's okay, because I have, you know that you can make lists and pin them to your timeline, right? You can like pin them to make them your feed. I look at room decor a lot sometimes, and now my TikTok feed is full of just room decor. Send me some room decor. Heh. I've been looking at a lot of room decor too. I think the algorithm resets once in a while. I feel like they did like a major adjustment recently. I don't want to say anything again that I'm not sure of for sure, but I've seen a rumor. I've seen a rumor that perhaps it is possible that like they actually did change the algorithm, like something happened there, which I think just, you know, it doesn't affect anything. At least to me right now, I don't think it'll change anything, right? But I do think that my feed looks very different. I have to be really careful about what you click before it dominates your feed. It's almost scary, right? How the algorithm, the way it works is if you look at a post for just like 2 seconds too long, then the algorithm is like, hold on, she loves this. But that's the problem. That's what causes doom scrolling, right? Which is because if you see something that is like doom scroll, you know, that is doom scrolling genre, I suppose. Like, let's say you see something and you're like, oh, like, it's people arguing. You're gonna see more people arguing if you take the time to read the argument at all, you know? It's just like, let's choose one and keep it for longer than 2 days. Yeah, as content creators, it can be a little bit confusing sometimes because you'll be like, I want to see stuff. I want to see stuff, please. From my community and, you know, friends' communities. I do think that something I struggle with the most, though, is I don't like that Twitter doesn't show me everything in my hashtags. Every VTuber's pain. Like, why are we having hashtags because we want to see things, and then some of them just like won't appear to my account, but they might appear to other people. And so I'm like, do I really need to like make an alt so that I can check the tag? And then what if it doesn't appear on that one either? I don't know. I think Twitter's had a long time sort of bot problem. That doesn't seem like there's a plan to change it anytime soon necessarily. So I wonder if them like suppressing certain posts and hashtags is kind of like a band-aid solution to that. Hashtag French fries. Hashtag burnt bread. Hashtag Mintmai did nothing wrong. That is correct, but somehow now that it has a hashtag makes me feel intimidated. Something about hashtag Mintmai did nothing wrong feels really threatening. It feels like I did something wrong and I just don't know what it is that I've done wrong, and then people are defending me for something that I don't know that I've done or not done. Scary. Smiley face. Boy. But yeah, I don't know. As an artist online, you just have to, and this goes for any creator, right? But because I draw art and sometimes I post it online, the algorithm is always silly, so you just kind of gotta close your eyes sometimes and go, I pretend I do not see it. Inner peace. Mintmai Google Docy? No. Never. I have strong faith in myself that I would not do something that would warrant a Google Docy. I don't even like that it's called that, so that sometimes now. Because of chicken jockey. Like I don't want to see that picture of Jack Black saying chicken jockey anymore. Or I don't want to see that picture of Jack Black saying Google Docy anymore. Thankfully, my feed doesn't have a lot of... It doesn't show me a lot of Google Docs or anything like that. But rather... I don't know, guys. I feel like if there was any sort of misunderstanding I should clear up or whatnot, I feel like that can happen in private. For me, you know, I would at least want to be communicated with. Like, what if I accidentally upset a friend and I'm like, I had no idea that I did, because sometimes I'm bad at communication. So I would love, like, I hope people don't feel intimidated and just like, you know, I would love to talk. I'm a yapper. I think talking things out is like, not to sound like Steven Universe, but I think talking things out really does work, because there's a lot of stuff that you can't communicate through just like messages, you know? Because there's no tone when texting. And that's something that I personally struggle with, like reading the tone. And also because like sometimes with my parents, right? Their ESL, like English is their second language. And so sometimes I absolutely adore them. I love them to pieces. But sometimes my parents will text me something and it'll look really scary because they use perfect punctuation. Like, for instance, I'll think of some example, but let's say like my mom has shipped me a gift, like she'll have like shipped me like a present for the holidays, let's say, for example. I will get a really ominous text that says, check your mailbox, period. And I'm like, oh my gosh, don't worry. But yeah, and also the other thing is paragraphs. Yes, the occasional perfectly punctual paragraph with perfect punctuation, and like it's just a little intimidating sometimes. But because, you know, we call and then the vibes are different, because it's not like there isn't, you know, the perfect punctuation thing happening, and I can like hear their voices, so it's different. That's too real. Yeah, because I think especially so if English is your second language, and if you don't, you know, if you don't text a lot, I do think that it's difficult to explain that getting your English right can be intimidating. Because that wouldn't make sense if you explained it to someone, right? Like, the fact that your English is like really, really, really perfect in text, even though like we're familiar with each other, like we're literally family, it's a little bit intimidating. I'm trying to think of another time something like this has happened. I know for sure that in my brain hides another great example. I just can't think of it right now. Oh, yes, I can think of the other really scary, intimidating one. It's when one of them texts me and it says, "Give me a call, period." I'm like, what happened? Because the text looks really scary. Like in writing, capital G, "Give me a call, period." And then I call them and they're like, "We miss you, it's been a while." And I'm like, oh my gosh, I thought that someone had like medical, you know, like I thought there was a medical emergency. Like I got a little bit scared. And I'll be like sweats a little bit. So I did ask quite, I think a while ago. I started saying like, "Oh yeah, like I'll call you as soon as I can," kind of thing. But if it's urgent, like tell me, or just straight up call me if it's urgent, right? Cause give me a call, period, and me not knowing what I'm calling for. Of course, I'd love to call to just catch up. But in that case, it's probably good to know that, because the perfect punctuation really, really gets me. Hello, hello! Oh my goodness. In my head, a word popped into my mind. Rendering. Because I am drawing right now. I am drawing. Easy, just add a tilde at the end. A tilde. Give me a call. I don't know how I'd feel if my parents sent me that with a tilde. It's like, give me a call, period. Versus give me a call. You know? I summoned you with my mind, it's true. Give me a call versus give me a call makes it less serious. I want to say it makes it flirty. Ending a sentence with a tilde makes it flirty, unfortunately. The thing is, I like writing things with tilde. When I write things with the tilde at the end, it's more like it's more like pedal, you know? So if I say give me a call, tilde, I'm like, give me a call, as opposed to give me a call. Because that's how I read it if there's a tilde. You extend the last word. But that's also why I write it like this, you know? Which I learned from Kyle, but it's like this. Give me a call. You see, the vibe is different. So tilde exclamation point is fine. Just tilde, I still use it sometimes because it looks cute, but like I truly wonder if there's other people out there like me that are like, why is she flirting all the time? I'm not flirting. I use tilde exclamation mark all the time. It is so good. So you're just like, flirting. Do I? Maybe if you're like a super cute girl and your first name is rolls a wheel of roulette with all of my friends' full names on it. If your first name is Sugi and your last name is Aoki. If your spins again. If your first name is the Risa and your last name is VTuber. If your first name if your last name is Ichika and your first name is Mai. I tease. I don't think I don't mean to be a flirty person, I guess, because I don't want people to take it the wrong way, I suppose, like just like in life. But I do think that I am the type to really enjoy bantering with my friends. But then to some people, like, bantering is flirting. So I don't know. Okay, we get the point about your flirting list. No, I'm just kidding. But it is one of those things where it's like, there's some friends who I would not flirt with, you know? It depends on the person. It depends on the back and forth. And obviously, like, depends on if you and your friend have the flirting chemistry, right? Some homies, you kiss goodnight. Other homies, you give them like a hug or like a fist bump. Like, it depends on the person. I know that it's a common thing to be like, what? You don't kiss the homies goodnight? Etc, etc. But I truly believe it depends on the homie. It really depends. Like how I flirt with Crunch, when you get a good one-liner that you just want to say. Yeah, it really depends. It really, really depends. Wait. Okay, I have a question for you guys. I thought of this because Kyle just said he flirts with Crunch, right? And you guys are both from the, you know, the EU. You're resident EU flower friends. I'm curious, flirting culture surely is different, like, culturally, right? Because I'm curious. I'm like, what if some things that I do that are just like normal to my American self feel very flirty in other contexts, right? Because I do think that I guess the West in general is a little bit more like, not everyone, of course, but some people are much more touchy, like platonically, with their friends. And I don't think I'm very touchy, but I can be. It depends on what our relationship is like, though, right? Like, I think with my friend Woogie, for example, or like Alpa, we can be very touchy, but that's just like one of those things where it's like we feel very, very family coded. Yeah, but even then, depending on how the conversation is going, we also have just like friendly flirting, depending, you know? Depends on the culture. I feel like there's different social rules wherever you come from, and what isn't considered flirting. Yeah, that has to be the case, right? I would imagine so. Because I wonder if the same extends to like what we were talking about with the tilde. What if you type in a different language and you add the tilde at the end of every sentence, you know? Because I do think it feels a bit flirty, but that's coming from me who reads English, so I wonder if it's like that for other languages? We literally do cheek kisses as a greeting here. That's true! The first time, I'll be honest, the first time I saw that, I was super confused. When I was a kid, I saw people do it on like television or something, and I was like, Mom, why are they kissing everyone? Mom, why are they kissing but not kissing each other? Because I think the kiss on the cheek that I've seen, right? It's not always actually like lips to cheek, like you plant it on there. It's like you do the air kisses, right? I read the tilde more as cheekiness than flirty. Yeah, that's how I use it as well. That is 100% how I use it, but sometimes I read it back and I read it as flirty, even if I don't mean to. It can literally just be cheek to cheek. Yeah, it's like you like press your cheeks together. And then maybe if you're feeling really adventurous, you make a loud sound, a loud smacking sound, like mwah. No lips touching the face. Yeah, probably not, right? Unless you're like partners or like family. Mwah. Humu. Does humu stand for something? Like H-U-M-U? It's like a sound, right? Like onomatopoeia? I feel like this whole time maybe I have been missing something. Like I didn't know the meaning of it. Oh, it is onomatopoeia. Okay. I was like, I hope this isn't awkward to ask, but I feel as though this whole time I've not known what humu is. Humu. Oh, you got it for Ina. That makes sense. I just see it a lot. I didn't know the origin specifically. But because I saw it around a lot, I was like, oh yeah. It's like it sounds in agreement. Ah, sounds of agreement. Yes. I feel like part of me just ends up humming it. It's like, wow. The amount of vernacular that we've gotten from VTubers is incredible. What is something that you say that may or may not be my fault? If you have something like that. She might have gotten it from Fate with Nero saying Oh, I see. I see. It's like like in agreement. I wonder. I've gotten things from. Okay, wait. Sets the clock back to 0. Not that I ever made a rule for myself about it, but I got stuff from VCraft characters. I personally cannot and will not stop saying "whoa there." I can't. It's like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad because it's like bleeding into real life. This is real life, but it's bleeding into daily life, in which people that I know don't know about VCraft, nor the fact that I was even in it. But I'll see something and I'll be like, whoa there. Softly to myself. But I go, whoa there. And then whenever I hear whoa there, then immediately afterwards, I feel like following up with, I'm the sheriff. You know? Whoa there. I'm the sheriff. So I've gotten things not even directly from people, but from their RP. I feel like that's common though. It's not uncommon. I remember during your Forever Bright 1 block, you called Suki your friend with wife benefits. Oh my gosh. That's right. She is my friend with wife benefits. You call your best friend that all the time now? You call your bestie that? That's so cute. That's actually so cute. Yes, my friend with wife benefits. I think I really said that without thinking much of it. But I don't know. You were cooking past Mintmai. You were cooking with that one. I'll give her that. Hi, Mint. Hi, that's me. Friends with wife knits. Guys, I just love my friends. I still have the clip saved on my phone. My friend with wife benefits. You're working on a VCraft spreadsheet with all participants? Oh my gosh. What? What kind of spreadsheet, if you don't mind me asking? I'm so curious. I have been... I'm so slow, but like I eventually want to compile something for Minturva's story. And so I'm trying to timestamp all of my own VODs. Not under the VOD directly, but I'm trying to like take notes for myself. I haven't had nearly enough time to scrub every VOD yet. But I would love to have like a more concise way to experience her story. And like her POV, because I loved it so much. It's something I truly enjoyed a lot and I'm very proud of. Like a timeline? Yeah, almost. Or just like, think of it more like a highlights or like a compilation video. I would love to make one of those sometime. It's not easy to get everything together for it though. Your wife already has friends benefits. It comes for free with your relationship. Get me a wife with friends benefits. Yeah, exactly. Your wife should already have friend benefits. Because why would you get married to someone that you don't want to be friends with? I mean, times, you know, the times were different in the past, but I saw a TikTok. It was pretty silly. I don't even have TikTok downloaded, but I do. I'm the person that like re-downloads it for like 3 hours and then deletes it. But I log into my account occasionally. Subsidized wife benefits. It's just like, I saw someone saying your partner is the only, like in your entire life, your partner, if you are interested in having a romantic partner and such, right? Obviously. That's just kind of the preface or the scenario here. But your partner is the only family member that you are allowed to choose in this day and age, right? Your partner is family that you get to pick. Same thing with friends. I would extend that to saying that your friend group and like the friends around you, they're also, you know, family that you can choose. Well, you could also adopt a child. Oh, I think maybe the video was more so pertaining to like siblings and parents, kind of. I don't think the person that was doing their, it was more of a, it was like a not serious TikTok. It was actually more of a meme TikTok. I don't think I could get the tone across properly, but it was more like a meme where this guy was like, girlfriend, your partner is the only person or like the only family member that you can choose. So are you really gonna pick someone that like doesn't treat you well? Are you really gonna pick someone that like doesn't like, you know, doesn't respect you? That kind of thing. And I thought about it for a second and I was like, huh, they kind of got a point. I hadn't thought about it that way, but it's kind of just one of those things where I haven't really needed to think about it. But when I think about my friends that I refer to as found family, it has that similar feeling of like, it feels like I have siblings, like people that are closer than friends, but not blood-related family. A +2 for them. A +2 for them. I like how you're dishing it out like a... like that one really old video of Oprah being like, and you get a... I don't even know what she was distributing. Or saying. And you get a +2. And you get a +2. A car? I don't know. I don't know Oprah Winfrey. A +2 to Gryffindor. I don't know. I don't know a lot of these older sort of talk show. Do you guys watch talk shows at all? I remembered I used to like watching not Dr. Phil. I really liked watching Dr. Oz. It's like it's kind of reality TV, right? Or not reality, but like there's some things that I don't know. Wait, what? Is he a politician? Question mark. No, when I was like really small, like I was under the age of 10. I was small, but they had Dr. Oz on television and it was a show, and I remembered that there was a episode where he talked about brushing your tongue. And I was like, cool. About his current profession, best not to go too deep into it. I literally don't know what's happening with him at all anymore. I thought I only knew of him as a television host. I think I've already seen enough from the Wikipedia. This is why I was super confused. I've not seen anything about him since I saw him on television in like forever ago. I was a kid. Oh, anyways. Guys, I'm shattered. I feel it's like when I found out that people said that like Bill Nye was kind of like mean, maybe behind the scenes. Wait, am I getting the right person? Is it Bill Nye? I don't know. Wait, was it? I don't know. I saw things about Bill Nye, but again. Oh dear. When you find out your childhood idol. No, I wouldn't call him that. That would be Fetch with Ruff Ruffman. Please tell me that Fetch with Ruff Ruffman is not cancelable. Please. Please tell me that my goat is not washed. Please. I need one win. I need one win. As a kid, I just thought he was a TV host, and I was literally so like I was probably actually 5. I was definitely not yet 10. I was barely in elementary school, but I learned that like you're supposed to brush your tongue from his TV show. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Fetch can do me no wrong. I'm kind of shocked. You'll have to give me a moment to recover from this. It's fine. I still have House MD. I think Bill Nye is still a positive advocate for nature stuff, so he's still got that going for him. That's great. I don't remember what I saw about Bill Nye. It could have not been him, which is why I didn't want to like clarify. I feel like people under the public eye, sooner or later, they may have some kind of news about them because you just don't know. Oh, I think it's he doesn't have like he doesn't have science credentials or something. Because apparently I don't know. No clue. I don't know. He's probably chilling. Ah, yeah. Bill Nye is a science educator, but I think he's formerly an engineer. Oh, yeah. Like it's like. I mean, I feel like you can study things later in life without it being your major. But if there's anything I've learned from from speaking of a childhood medical show I would watch, never meet your idols, I guess. not that a reality TV show doctor was my idol, but still, it's just so it's shattered. my young and impressionable image of a guy just telling you to brush your tongue and to be healthy. Man. Speaking of doctors, guys, did you know I my poor pediatrician, when I was a kid, I couldn't just pronounce things as they were. I had to add like a Y to the end of everything, whether it be nicknames or just like things. I would add the Y sound to the end, or like the IE sound. And so my pediatrician, I never called him by his actual name. So like for instance, if his last name was like Blue, I would call him Dr. Bluey. Or if his last name was like House, he would be Dr. Housey. So, you're good. Thank you so much for dropping by the stream. I appreciate it. I think we need to watch some episodes of Arthur to heal. Arthur! I did watch Arthur. I like that show. Sometimes it scared me though. There were some episodes of Arthur that were really, really scary. So if your doctor was a mouse, then they would be Dr. Mousy. He never heard me say his name correctly, I think. But yeah, that was like my pediatrician, like really like when I was a baby basically. But I don't know why I suddenly remembered that. I was like, huh, I never pronounced their name right. I think I had to pronounce, you know, then I went on to kindergarten, and then you have to actually pronounce your teachers' names right, because otherwise you might get in trouble, or they will assume that you can't read when you in fact can. Think she wouldn't mind, right? I think it's probably okay. It's just like little kids doing little kid things. They made you discard the whimsy. I know. They did make me discard the whimsy. They're like, Mintmai, you can't just say things and end them with Y. You must stop this. And I was like, but no. I still want to read everything with whimsy. It's okay. I I still have too much whimsy. Perhaps, sometimes I think perhaps I have just slightly too much whimsy. So whimsical. So full of whimsy. But other times I'm like, it's not that you can't lock in and have whimsy at the same time. But I'm like, man, good thing. I didn't want to be the one to say it. But I was like, wow, I do know some people whose names already end with that sound by default. Amazing. Something about your steak too buttery. steak too juicy, lobster too buttery. No, I do think that having too much whimsy, well, actually, I would like to put it this way. I think no matter what, having whimsy is a wonderful and beautiful thing, and you should not let anyone ever stop you. But for me, sometimes I need to balance it. The amount of whimsy I have, and there are some times where the whimsy is taking over me, and I'm like, I need to get this thing done, but my brain is thinking about something completely different, and it will be like, Mintmai. I speak as though my brain is a separate entity from myself. Mintmai, wouldn't it be so fun if we suddenly dropped everything we were doing to go and work on this other thing? And I have to push that back. Because for instance, I guess for example, I'll have been maybe working on like a song cover, and then I'll be in like the middle of recording it, and my brain will be like, Mintmai, just cause we're so silly, you know? You should record a completely different song. To be fair, I do not actually listen to that voice a lot of the time. I just kind of put a bookmark in it, and I'm like, okay, that does sound very fun, but I'll just put it on like a maybe for the future kind of thing. Although I will say my cover of da-da-da, da-da-da, do. I don't know, I just started singing it without saying the title. Brain fart for a moment, but my cover of Fake Up happened that way. That cover was made in 2 weeks because I heard the song and I was like, wow, this is great. I want more and more people to like hear this song, this Miku, you know, this song by Epion, because Epion? Because I'm like, I think it's a little bit underrated. And then I covered it immediately. They have another song that's been popping off a lot lately. I'm like so happy to see that. I need to listen to more Vocaloid producers because there's so many that I haven't. There's new ones cropping up here and there all the time, right? But there's so many I haven't listened to. And I know that like Deco put out a new song too, and I haven't gone to listen to it yet. But exciting stuff happening. Covers the underrated and niche. I wouldn't necessarily say songs I cover are niche, but I do think there's something fun about just covering music that you like. Because I do know for a fact it's a lot more common for VTubers to cover kind of a certain genre of songs. I mean, it's not all that surprising considering like a lot of VTubers or a lot of VTubing can be pretty, you know, like intertwined sometimes with the utaete sphere. So it's not surprising that like a lot of people have similar tastes, right? A lot of people love the same music, and it's, you know, there's a reason it's popular. But sometimes even if a more popular song could possibly be seen by more people, I feel like because it's singing And because the song cover is, you know, it's definitely a lot of work to put together. I want every single song cover I ever do to be like, it has to be a song I really like. That I really, really, really personally like already. So that's why I picked Hello. I don't think Hello's an underrated song at all. Although, I don't see people talking about City that much. I think more people should talk about City the animation. That's what I think. Cause Nichijou was super popular, but I think City, it's different, right? And I don't see as many people hyping up City, and I'm like, I want people to hype up City. It's so good. I love City. I want people to really adore City and see what it's all about, you know? But of course, it's difficult to just will that into existence. But me covering that song is just like, you know, I like the lyrics. If you look at the lyrics to the song I covered, Hello, I thought it made perfect sense for a cover to go with my anniversary. And that happened at a pretty fast turnaround too. It needed to go pretty quick because I was like, I need this in time for anniversary. I think it's not that hyped up since it's in the Flix sphere. Oh, you're right. Because you have to use Prime Video to watch it. Grr. I think it would have taken off a bit more if Crunchyroll got it, because the people that watch, most people that watch anime, at least most anime I see discussed in Western spheres is through Crunchyroll. To watch what? City. To watch City the animation. It's on Amazon Prime Video. And I will admit that I don't have Amazon Prime Video, but I basically used my friends to watch City. They have some other stuff on there, but it's like there's too many subscription services. So yeah. I see. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna hide that in case. I understand though. I understand. I feel as though that's more so of a hidden knowledge thing. I think just as an animator myself, I always try and watch things through the platforms they're distributed. It can be hard though, because for instance, manga, a lot of manga I've read solely because it was fan translated, because there's literally no official means of reading it. If there are official means of reading it, then of course it's more preferred to like support the author, right? But it can be complicated when stuff is not like licensed. It's because the anime-centric services actually have seasonal catalogs, while bigger streaming platforms don't focus on anime. Yeah, it's like, I guess when you look on Netflix, right? When you look for, oh my gosh, don't worry about it. But I just mean when you look at Netflix, for example, right? You want to watch anime, you tab into the anime tab. But then under the anime tab, you have like every single genre under the sun. They just all happen to be animated in Japan. And so, boom, the category is anime. But while instead on Crunchyroll, there's the base assumption that everything's anime. It's animation. And then they actually have stuff organized like by its real genre. So it's kind of unfortunate that animated stuff always kind of gets shut out from being considered under normal genre categories, because there's some really amazing stories that people just don't give a chance yet. I'm glad that Dungeon Meshi is so popular. I was a little bit worried at first when Netflix got it, Same thing with fragrant flowers, actually. I was worried that people wouldn't specifically go on, or like people might not pay attention to it because it's like buried on Netflix for fragrant flowers and for Dungeon Meshi. But I'm glad that they've had good, like, you know, I'm glad that they've had good reception. They should have a category for animated shows mistaken for anime, like Avatar and Totally Spies. Was Totally Spies ever mistaken for anime? I feel like Totally Spies looks completely different. They should like put all the subscriptions in a bundle and let you watch whatever you want, like a package. Yeah, they should let you get every single streaming service in one service for $1 a month. I mean, I don't really remember much from cable television time. Oh, interesting. Wow. I feel like it's because Western animation has its own style, right? Very different from anime. So it kind of becomes like, I don't know. Very interesting. It kind of just becomes if the main characters aren't super stylized, or I mean they're all stylized, but I do think there's a little bit of an impression in Western animation where if the characters aren't stylized like cartoonly, or if it has anime art style influence, then it's anime. But it's like, no, the word anime, it's because it's about where it's made, not the art style. Sometimes cable television made you pay for things you don't want, and that tends to repeat a lot. Ah. Do 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 do. I'm so locked in, but there are times I'm locking in and I'm like, do I remember how to draw? Do I know? Does she know how to draw? I think I do. I think I do know. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a mood. Every single time you start a new artwork, it's intimidating. Actually, I wouldn't say I'm the opposite, but it's more so once I get started, things feel easier. But it's tough for sure. It's not easy. I feel like the sketching, here's the thing for me, sketching is super fun. Everything after that is harder. When you want to do a new pose or angle, because I don't want to use the same pose or angle all the time. I feel like your art's always improving though, and I do think that the more you draw and the more you just like practice a different pose, you keep adding new poses to the library of sort of angles you can draw. After taking a break, it's like trying to remember how to use a bicycle. That's a good analogy. It is like trying to remember how to like do, I mean, it's a skill, right? But I think art, like any other skill, it's like a muscle. If you don't use it with relative consistency, it gets hard. Because if there's a lack of consistency, I think starting back up can feel so much slower. I think it's just a matter of practice though at the end of the day. Me going to the art gym and doing 20 reps of drawing circles +2. Actually, I kid you not, I've had friends that literally did exactly that. But it wasn't circles. It was cubes. Because I have various different IRLs that have gone off to different sort of art places. Because here's the thing, like when you decide to pursue art and you become an artist, you tend to not necessarily only surround yourself in like a hive mind of other artists, but you do tend to like connect with other artists well, because it's like a bit of a unique, you know, it's like a unique sort of path to be chasing. But I do know quite a few people that have told me about their experience with cubes. I saw their sketchbook and it was pages and pages upon pages of cubes, all at varying angles, extremely skillful. But low-key, I saw that and I was like, damn, that's incredible. Also, I don't think that could be me. But good luck. Okay, maybe I didn't say good luck like that, but I was just surprised. So, the artist gym where you draw like 50 cubes is real. I think I have these old pages and they're just full of hands. Pages and pages of my hands. I would just take tons of pictures of my hands and then I would draw them. But hey, now I can kind of draw hands. Showing Minecraft to my cube artist friend to blow their mind. Have you guys seen, there's this artist on Twitter and I unfortunately cannot remember their username in this given moment, but there's an artist on Twitter and they draw really good Minecraft art. Basically, they draw artwork that looks like it could be rendered in Minecraft, but it's like hand drawn. I don't know if I can find it is the thing. She can draw holdable hands now. Oh my gosh. When I looked for Minecraft art, I found Steve Minecraft ship art. I don't think that's what I was looking for, but this, you know, this is great. I have a question for you. Do you know Epic the Musical? That's funny. We were just talking about that. When you fall in love me over and over again. Not what you're looking for, but it's awesome. Oh my gosh, there's that like really handsome Ender Dragon artwork again. Someone drew the Ender Dragon as an Ikemen. Can't stop thinking about that one. Some topics always circle back. I love that song so much. Me too. That's the one that I had been spoiled on like a long time ago. I tried to look up the lyrics for the song, and when I typed in "would you," the first suggested search was "would you still love me if I was a worm?" I have seen Enderman art where they're like looking down and squinting. Nice! I feel like I still need to finish Epic the Musical, but I just think it's so good. Have my prayers been answered? I'm not the man you fell. Wait, blah, blah. My because I'm listening to the BGM, my tune is all off. I'm not the man you fell in love with. It's so good. Left a trail of red on every island. I cried. I did not cry when I listened to it, but that's because I hadn't listened to the rest of the musical. I haven't listened to it for a long time now, but I just know that by the time I get to the end of Epic, I will cry. If I was turned into 4 little guys and tied to the track by a wizard, would you pull the lever to save me? That's really specific. If I was turned into 4 little guys and tied to the track by a wizard, would you pull the lever to save me? Are you saying those like would you rather like train track like trolley problems? Oh gosh. I know some people do trolley problem streams. The problem with trolley problem for me is we would just be sitting here forever. Cause there's bound to be a question where I look at it and I can't answer. I have not seen the animatics with them yet. I did see you mention them to me though on Twitter. Hi Randomous Brains! Thank you so much for Happy Year of Membership. I really appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, Mint and Chat. Hope today's work session has been good. Mine was a little rocky, but we're getting there. You've got this. You know, that's what counts. You're getting there. That's what counts. And even if, you know, today wasn't like you're 100%, that happens. We all have days like that. There are days that are harder than others, but I'm wishing you the best. Thank you so much. Gambamus. Sometimes they propose a premise you should just reject. You can have both IMO. Oh, they're happy here already? That's crazy, guys. I'm a new YouTuber. What are you talking about? I guess I have been YouTube partnered for half a year though. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you. I'll do my best. That's what counts. I think you should give yourself some credit for that alone. You know? Take it easy when you can though. I know things like take it easy are always like it's like easier said than done, but I do sincerely hope that you'll get a breather. It's been 6 months since the partner stream. Yeehaw! I remember that day. That was a good time. Dum dum dum. Penelope. I knew I would occasionally get distracted by the voice of Odysseus speaking about Epic because it's so awesome so far. I have not finished listening to it yet though, but it's so haunting. The way he sings Penelope. 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 It's so good. The vocals are so great. With you over and over again. I don't care how, where, or when. No matter how long it's been, you're mine. Don't tell me you're not the same person. You're so good. Where? You're always my husband and I've been waiting. Waiting. I have to learn that song. Waiting. I have to learn it. I have to learn it really badly. But I don't know it yet. I mean, according to the myths, they all endured a lot, you know? The thing I like about mythology is that it's just so human. Okay, I want to elaborate on that though. Mythology to me, it's just so human. Because the authors of mythology, oftentimes they have different interpretations of the same story. I do like Epic's interpretation, or like the interpretation that Epic is representing. But there are versions of the exact same story where Penelope is quite a different character. But I still like those. Imagine if the original plays in ancient Greece were actually sung like a musical. That would be pretty awesome. Girl, I listened to it so much and sang it so much after I first watched that I know every word. If this gets, you know, if there's a live action musical in the works or anything, I'll be in line. I will be in line. It's incredible. Have my prayers been answered? So good. So good. We camp outside overnight. The tickets are bought online, but we're camping outside the theater overnight, like the old days. I barely watch a lot of musicals in person though, unfortunately. I need to watch, I would love to see more Broadway, actually on Broadway. But I don't really have the time or ability to like really travel to see that much. That's why the one time I was in New York a while ago, it was like so awesome to see Hamilton. It's to send a message, exactly. Such a good song. So far from I've been listening in order. So far from what I've been listening to in order from Epic, my favorite song is probably the one where Athena is fighting with him. Good stuff. Good stuff. They have that really awesome duet. It's so good. Warrior, is it Warrior of the Mind? Yeah. There's Warrior of the Mind. No, it's not this one. Warrior of the Mind is good though. Where's the one where they're fighting? I forgot the titles of them already. They were arguing in one though. I actually knew that song from before because my friends have sung it at karaoke before. My Goodbye, yes! I think My Goodbye is a banger. You're reckless, sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft, your dead friends can attest. Hey, put your emotions aside. You're a warrior, meant to lead the rest. I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned you, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you won't cross the line. This way, when all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way, you won't waste my time. This way, I'll close the door. Consider this as my goodbye. Oh gosh. It was so funny because Pen was Odysseus and Oogie was Athena. And then Pen, when he was singing, I'm talking about two of my friends at karaoke singing the song before I'd listened to Epic. They did recommend to me Epic though. But Pen, when he sang Odysseus's part, he was like he was so passionate about it and like pointing. They got so in character. He was pointing his finger at Woogie and being like, "That's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful in vain. Unlike you." Like, they were squaring up in the karaoke booth, and I was like, damn. Unlike you, every time someone dies, I'm left to deal with the strain. What's a title that a goddess could lend? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you, I saw you as a friend. But now we're done. This way, you're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life. Thank you for liking my voice. I was a theater kid. Not one that acted, one that hid in the shadows. That makes me sound way cooler than I was. I was a theater kid. Not an actor, but the one that hid in the shadows. Why did I say it like that? Yeah, I was a theater kid, just one that was too shy and not brave enough to audition. But now I've changed, you know? I unfortunately cannot play any songs because YouTube will then bonk me on the head. Can't play anything because of copyright. But I highly encourage people to like listen to Epic if you haven't given Epic the musical, the albums, a chance. For me, I was putting it off listening to it for a long time because I'd been recommended it countlessly. However, I knew that it was one of those things that I didn't want to like break up my listening experience too much, so I've just been listening to it over the course of a couple of days. I at first started listening to it while I was working, and then I was like, wait, this is getting too juicy. I'm getting too distracted like listening for the lyrics, and I want to read the lyrics, and so then I put it down to pick it up again later. The voice coming from the dark, who could it be? I was the hidden gem, you think so? Well, now we have the bakery. The bakery as my endless theater. Oh my gosh, you first heard it from pen listening in VC, but you listened to it later after that? That's so fun! Just like getting introduced to things that way. I just remember their karaoke so clearly. My two friends. You're not looking for a mentor. Not looking for a friend. I don't remember the tune right now. I mistook you for a general. What a waste of effort spent. Flower Friends the musical? It's more likely than you think. More likely than you think. We still gotta do Flower Friend karaoke one time. One more time, or I guess as many times as you guys want to. But I'm sorry I've been so busy. But I would surely like to at least do, you know, one Flower Friend karaoke. I don't want to put like a restrictive theme on it, but it would be pretty fun. It'd probably be bad if we repeated too many songs, but I'm like, Epic the musical karaoke in Discord probably goes really hard. It would be. Yeah. Good stuff. The Cyclops fight was pretty epic too. Just thinking about it. Good stuff all around. I need my hand to work with me. Me when I'm drawing art, I need my hand to work. Please work with me. Please. Please work with her hands. I'm doing my best. Wish I had the better range to sing Open Arms. Oh, I don't think I've heard that one yet. But I feel like if your vocal range doesn't, I guess, work with a certain song. I know that not everyone likes pitching things down or changing them. But yeah. Mood. I need my hands to work with me. Sniff. Sometimes I have the image so clearly in my mind palace, and it's like, why can't I draw? Why can't I draw? Screams into the void. Yeah, I get the feeling of liking an original key of a song to the point where you're like, I can't even sing this in karaoke because if I'm not singing it in its original range, then no, I refuse. But I'm trying to get over that feeling somewhat because a lot of songs I like are really high because I have a naturally lower voice. Yeah. Back to art chat though. Yeah, it's like, why is my brain so good at formulating what I want it to look like, and then my hands are like, we don't know how to do that. Too bad. Too bad, Mintmai. Better luck next time. I don't know how to do that. I have not seen Stranger Things, actually. And it's, I guess, how'd I put it? The theme, despite knowing and hearing that it's really good, I'm pretty selective about shows I watch. Especially, it depends on my mood as well. I think the theme of Stranger Things are like the sort of mystery / scary parts of it. I tend to more rarely be in the mood for that, which is why I haven't gotten to give it a chance. I haven't seen a lot of like super popular shows, actually. I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I haven't seen so much. Yeah, I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I haven't seen The Walking Dead. Like, there's a lot of those where I'm like, this doesn't feel like a show that entices me. What's Breaking Bad? It's a show that's really popular to my knowledge. I thought it was super popular. I heard that it's really good because I do have, I do know people, do have friends and acquaintances that are like, oh, like The Good Place is really good, and like there's like some other shows that pop off, but I can be quite selective with how I spend my TV time, if you will. I have not watched Game of Thrones. I have also... Well, I know everything that happens in Squid Games, and I know that's not the same as watching it, but unfortunately, because of how Squid Games became so explosively popular, every single bit of that show was spoiled before I even thought about having the time to watch it. Yeah, I think everyone's seen a Breaking Bad meme before if you're on the internet enough. Everyone that's been online enough has seen the gif or the picture or the video of the guy from Breaking Bad going like through the car window, you know? Like that. That's me with a lot of popular media. Yeah, I mean, popular media is called that way because that's exactly what it is. It's media that's sort of... It just... media that has gotten popular I know, shocker. But all that is to say, shouldn't feel like you have to watch those things. Like there's no rite of passage. There's no pressure, I suppose. Or there shouldn't be. It's really easy to be spoiled. Yeah, I think this is more of like a personal peeve. I just really don't mind spoilers if it's for something that I had no interest in watching in the first place. However, if it is something that I was curious and interested in watching, then I don't want spoilers because it kind of totally sours the actual experience of going in to like watch it, right? I see them as good media, but not life-changing media. I do think that shows being well known, or I guess like deemed as popular and whatnot, I kind of just use them as a bit of a benchmark, as like, if I really don't know what I want to watch right now, I have a really long and list of things that won't disappoint me. Is that an odd way to think? I just think with a lot of shows that I'm just like aware of, like these classics, I suppose some people refer to them as classics. I think of them more as just like it's there for me if I'm feeling like it. Can I ask random questions? No. Smile. The gentle answer is I won't answer random questions in chat unless it's relevant, you know? Unless it's kind of like what we're talking about, just to kind of help keep in the conversation of things flowing. More importantly, I do occasionally do Q&A streams, but even then, I feel like the difficulty is if one person's asking a lot of questions and it's pertaining to things that maybe I don't know about or only they know about, it just kind of shifts the focus away from what's happening. And it's kind of, I guess I just feel responsible for everyone's experience. I'm just kind of having a chit chat with everyone. We can talk about all kinds of things, but do excuse me if I don't get to answer the questions. Because it's more so just about like, you know, preventing some spam so I can make sure that I'm reading the messages that are engaging in conversation with me. Yeah, thank you for understanding. Related, but I never watch game trailers if I can. Maybe the reveal, but everything after that, I want the freshest experience, so I can refrain from any videos, maybe reviews. I actually kind of relate to that. I feel like, I feel like with video games, I like to watch the trailer, but then you know how after the trailer they do all the promotion and they're like, this is what the gameplay looks like. Sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what the gameplay looks like. Or how about, this is a better way to put it. I want to know what the gameplay looks like, but I'll like close out of the gameplay review thing early sometimes if I feel like it's starting to show me too much. Especially if I already know that it's a game I want to play, you know? But yeah, when it comes to media, it's just kind of like you don't have to hop on any particular trend or into any particular fandom. It's more so every single person, right? Every single person has differing free time, and what you choose to do with that, I would think that it's pretty important. What you choose to do with your free time is quite valuable, because it's like, you know, that's time to enjoy yourself. So what would you get the most enjoyment out of? Yeah, it's true. It's true that you want to know what you're you want to kind of get an idea for the quality that you're getting into. But that's kind of what reviews are for as well, to me at least. Video game reviews. Each person is different though, obviously. But I think back to the thought of like free time as a concept. That's why I frequently, I guess as a streamer, I frequently say and express that I feel really grateful for everyone that wants to spend time here or spend time with me, because it's that concept of like, despite so many things on this earth existing, and despite having so many things that you could be watching, you decide to spend time participating in a community and supporting someone like me who's just like, I think day to day I just kind of do my best. And I don't know if what I do here, or like, I can't say, like, I don't have expectations to have like a super strong impact on anyone or anything like that, but more so the idea that some people can walk away from my streams and go like, yeah, that, you know, was a pick me up during my day, etc., etc. That's something that is really cool and keeps me going. And so I'm sure the same applies for a lot of people. A lot of creators. And also, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm the same way, where I don't watch a lot of shows, but at the same time, I am watching a lot of my friends' streams a lot of the time with my free time. I can be frequently caught lurking in people's streams while I'm working, but other times, like, I like to use my free time that way. Sorry guys, I'm locking in really quickly. There's something I had to do that just required math for a moment. So I had to do a little bit of math. Just a little bit of math. Counting pixels. Can you believe that? Oh boy. Counting pixels. That's me. Just casually counting pixels because I need to resize stuff. Okay, we're good. I admire your work, Mintmai. Sometimes I like to be a watcher that stops, and that stops me from streaming. I feel you balance both really well. Oh, like in terms of watching and versus like streaming? Honestly, I watch very little. I watch the most, it's just like I don't really watch too much other stuff. When I talk to you guys about shows I'm watching or like anime, 99.99% of that time, 99.99% of the time, it's because I watch them when I eat food. Like, lunch is the perfect length for one episode of a show. And then dinner is another perfect length for the episode of another show. So that's kind of my format. But other than that, there's a lot of times where with, you know, all the bakery work that I have to do, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done in the back end of things, and a lot of times I have to just work in silence. But on days where I just need to get some like artwork done, and other work done, like work that doesn't suffer necessarily from being like a little distracted with entertainment, then instead of putting a show in the background, I like to put a streamer that I like in the background. These days, at least, oftentimes that's just, I really like watching, you know? Really like watching oomfies. I like watching my friends do their things. Because we're all super busy. Okay, maybe not we're all super busy, but as far as I know, I don't know a single friend of mine right now that is not busy. I do not know a single person that is not like so busy. Everybody busy. Everybody and their mothers and their grandmothers and their great grandmothers are on the grind. That's what I know, though. Life is lifing. It sure is. It sure is, I say to myself, looking at my calendar. It truly is that time of year, after all. It's the most wonderful. Gets like 10 ice cubes thrown at me. They say it's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, but the busyness. There's so much planning. Because you know what the really sad thing about taking vacation is? You know the tough part of quote-unquote taking vacation is, in some way or another, you kind of have to make up for the lost time. Maybe that doesn't apply to everyone. But I tend to feel that with stuff I have to do. And so it's like, yes, I'm on vacation. Eye twitches. They love to tell us how busy they are. What's your free time like? What free time? It's rough out here. It's rough, and especially if you're referring to like content creators, right? At least in my personal experience and my personal life, it's one of those things where content creation, especially as like a job, is interesting because you kind of constantly have to be doing something. Even if you're like, yeah, I want to rest, and then you can rest. You can rest, but just keep in mind, you know. Keep in mind that you also still, in one way or another, gotta do stuff. It's an interesting thing, and I sure hope that as many people as possible can find like a healthy balance with it, because it is an awfully unique sort of position. But yes, oftentimes, at least if you ask a VTuber, oh, what have you been doing in your free time lately? What do you mean? Yeah, a lot of times VTubing is self-employed, right? And then it becomes like, okay, well, everything is your responsibility. So technically, I do think it's interesting because some people think that self-employment is all sunshine and rainbows, kind of, because it's like, yes, it is great being your own boss. At the same time, that means you're responsible for everything. You're responsible for everything, including your own health, and including the fact that if you make certain decisions, they affect your calendar and like everything else. They like one thing here affects something else there because you only have 24 hours and you're only one person. That's kind of the toughest part about juggling everything, really. It's because I love it. I'm also, need to remind myself sometimes that it's okay to be slow because I'm one person. You're the head of everything. It's like, yeah, awesome. I am in control of everything. And then also it's, oh no, I am in control of everything. Yeah. It's like, it's definitely a joy and its own privilege. But it's a mix of things, you know? It's a mix. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know why I said that like it is what it is. It is what it is. Just reminds me of like my accent changing every 2 seconds in VTRP because I was already overstimulated from GTA alone. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. That means you have to not be lazy. You know, the thing is, it's like laziness is kind of it's hard because I love being lazy. I'm not by nature, but like I love to relax when I can, you know? And it's good to get that relaxing in. But it's just one of those things where it's like you should rest just like for me at least. I'm always to myself, I'm like, okay, rest just enough to feel well rested. And then we gotta get back on the gas pedal because we do not have time. But I'm trying to really change that mindset because I don't want to feel like I'm in a rush all of the time. But sometimes I still feel it, you know? Sometimes I still feel that, even if I don't want to. It can kind of feel like things sneak up on me when I'm not paying attention. And all of that to say, like, I do manage my own time, but again, that's like a skill of its own. So I strongly encourage everyone else as well to just kind of like I don't know. Don't worry too much. If you worry too much, that's not good. And so I'm trying to practice what I preach myself and relax a little bit and not feel like I'm running on this like uphill treadmill. Because it can feel like that when you're doing like lots of different things and you're in charge of a lot of it yourself and like responsible for it. It can feel really crazy sometimes. But it's just like, you know, small progress is still progress. If you do like 1% of a thing every day, you'll be done in 3 months. You know, like if you think about it like that, it's just kind of like, I actually have so much time. And some days you might only do like 0.5% of a thing. And then maybe another day you're like, oh, I'm feeling great. And you get like 5% of something. So it's kind of just like, it will balance, it will even out eventually. It's just like, I've been trying to rest without necessarily like standing still in place. Because there are things that I absolutely indisputably have to get done, right? That's okay though. It's because I'm either not in the mood or distracted by other things. Well, when you say you're not in the mood to do certain things, it's more like engaging in supposedly like your hobbies, right? Or like picking up a new skill. Those things can take a great amount of determination to like put yourself to the task. And I feel that. Especially with like daily life, i.e. work, sort of draining some energy from a lot of us. Yeah. I think you gotta be nicer to yourself. It's just gonna be like that sometimes, where it's like, you know, that's okay. I don't know. I feel like we would benefit from being a little bit easier on ourselves. Everyone could, because I just think it affects like it can affect like your mood and like your just daily, you know, like your day-to-day sort of functioning. I think how you feel about yourself really impacts like how you live your day-to-day life. And I say that as someone that was just kind of like, I wasn't really helping myself a whole lot in the past. Because I just, you know, like when you're younger, right, you can have like a more complicated relationship with yourself, and you just kind of, I don't know, life is a lot better when you kind of are nice to yourself. Is that too straightforward? Is that stating the obvious? But life is a lot better if you kind of try to not necessarily even like yourself overnight, but like accept yourself as you are now. And I think it's great for, you know, if you have a desire to like change or improve that kind of thing, that's amazing. But yeah, you know, just like you said, like progress is not linear. So I think life's a lot nicer when you're nice to yourself, right? Pay life in kind, and I think the kindness comes back. Those are good reminders. Yeah, sometimes you just need to hear it from someone other than yourself. Even sometimes I say it so that I can hear it myself, right? Sometimes I say those things almost as a self-soothing routine. Because I want to tell myself, and I want to hear myself like, you're okay, you know? Like, you're okay, and things are not necessarily like, nothing is crashing and burning, you know? You have, the universe is generous and has given you time to just exist. You're able to do that with others, but not yourself. Sometimes it's harder. I think it is harder to apply to yourself, but that's because a lot of us view ourselves the most critically, right? And I think it is very natural to view yourself critically, but it's almost more important to like, I think it's more important to acknowledge that even while you may view yourself critically, you've got to like forgive yourself a little, you know? You have to forgive yourself a bit, or just like give yourself the grace all the time. And a lot of times you'll be doing great one day, and then a completely separate day, it's just gonna feel awful. Like, you might not feel your best, or you might not be, I don't know. I think it's an active effort. It's an active effort to take care of yourself. Yeah. I think as long as you're not someone that is extremely, how do I put it? I guess the greatest character flaw could be, I I guess it's still hard. It's still hard to say. Hard to say. But I personally think that a potential character flaw, at least, is knowing that you have... no, that's not what I'm thinking. What are the right words? What are the right words? I guess just like, it's nice to open yourself to all kinds of possibilities in the world. And honestly, as long as you're really good and chilling and nice to other people and people around you, and like, that's great, you know? Yeah, hold yourself to the kind of standard that you would want to uphold for other people, and then extend that to how you would extend your own kindness to other people. Like, the kindness that you would extend to someone else, it would be great if you extend it to yourself, you know? Wow, this chat is so deep, and I'm like also so locked in at the same time, so I'm like, holy smokes. There's no one path, there are many open doors. Yeah. You never know what happens. I didn't know I would open a bakery. If you asked me like 5 years ago, I'd be like, what's a VTuber? So I think that alone at least is living proof to myself. Do you feel your brain growing? No, it's okay. It's okay to share. It's okay to share your thoughts, and like, we can appreciate the vulnerability, you know? And more so because we were literally talking about it together. It was certainly a welcomed subject. It would be a different story, I think, if someone came out of nowhere and was like, guys, I think I'm having a very deep and complex moment with myself. See, now I know what that means. I treat Humu like the nodding emote. Humu. I think I should start doing that, actually. I think I should walk into... I should walk into brunch with a friend and go like, so... And then if they say, so what have you been up to lately? Or actually, no, even if they don't ask, I'll be like, hi. I've been doing well. I'm like in a very complicated... I'm in a complicated relationship with myself. No, it's just part of life. It does get easier though, you know? I think stuff gets easier. Just with practice or with time alone. Welcome back. I'm still working. I'm working, and then it's interesting because as an artist, when I am working, I'm working while actively questioning my artistic choices. I'm not the only one, surely not. We're all just chilling. But yeah, as I draw, I'm always like, am I sure this is how I want it to look? I want to stop questioning myself so much though, because I think over the last 3 years especially, I've drawn so much, and so it's not like I can see the improvement. I just want to believe in it. I want to believe in it a little harder. Believe in the artistic improvement. Just like you can believe in personal growth, I suppose. You know, if you put your mind to that kind of thing, you can do pretty much anything. I fixate over the smallest detail that no one will see. Oh my gosh. Me too. I like zoom in too much. I have to zoom out from my art. First I questioned if I was gay or not, and then I questioned my art skills 5 minutes later. Then I questioned what happens after death and became emo for an hour. Oh, that's so real. But you know, not all of those have to have questions. Life is fluid, such as the artistic process. Not all of those need instant answers. Just let yourself be. Related to this conversation, I think about that Northern Line clip about your subconscious a lot. Oh my gosh. My subconscious... I don't know. I want to have a conversation with my subconscious. I'm curious about her. What is she up to? What is she doing in there? I think my subconscious is a sassy, beautiful woman. But she's also, I don't know. No one else had canons what kind of OC their subconscious is. I think when I get really comfortable around people, I get extremely sassy. I don't mean to. It's just the humor I've inherited. I think my sister is sassy. I think my mom is sassy. I think my dad can be a bit cheeky at times too. Like, it's just like our humor kind of runs in the family. I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where I don't think about things in like super morbid terms, but it is one of those things where I'm like, you know, isn't it so cool to like be alive and like breathe air and like be able to like socialize with people and stuff? So that's why I feel like I don't want to waste it, I guess. That's why oftentimes if I feel frustrated or something like that, just from like a circumstance or whatnot, I get over it quite quickly. Because I'm like, dang, there's just gonna be tomorrow. Like, you know, we're chilling. Not saying that everyone needs to hold hands and be instant friends with each other, but I do think that there's something beautiful and worthwhile about like spending time. I know we joke about it, but spending time like genuinely touching grass and just like going outside and existing in like your real world, like your real and local space and universe. There's something really awesome. Think of your subconscious as when Odysseus entered the underworld. I see. Epic is never going to leave your mind. I could tell from the username alone. Oh gosh, what do you guys think the most like tragic mythology is? There's too much tragic mythology, actually. I really like this one tragedy though. It made me so sad, but like I love it. It's the one where there's oh gosh, I have to look up the name. Hold on. It's Orpheus and Eurydice. It's the one where if he turns around, she disappears. The musician Orpheus descends to the underworld to rescue his dead wife, but is forbidden by Hades to look back at her until they're in the sunlight. He's overcome with doubt just before he gets out the exit, and he turns around because he doesn't know. It's like she's following him, but he can't turn around to check that he's there until he leaves the underworld. But he gets to the exit and it's like, it's about the brain worms, you know? it's kind of like, it's like he's just human, you know? But yeah, he's like filled like with questions, and like he's not sure if she's there like following him the whole time. And so he turns around, which means that he's broken, or like he didn't follow Hades' word, and then she disappears into the underworld forever because he had doubt, you know? But if you think about it, it's like, oh, that's just such a human thing, because the travel, like the trek is so long, you know? And like he was just unsure, and it's just like, oh gosh, like it's one of those things where you're like, it's so unfortunate, but I feel like a lot of people could see themselves being Orpheus. The saddest ones are the comedic ones, like King Midas. Ah, see that one? Oh gosh, that one's rough because I think it still carries into like this day and age and real life. Just like normal biological function. I feel like that's why, guys, when I tell you guys I go to the bathroom, I just say I do. because it's not that big of a deal, you know? And everyone knows that girls don't piss, /J, obviously, with great sarcasm. I say that. But it's more so like, I feel like, yes, perhaps these are not things you discuss at the dinner table, but I feel like it's not like anyone's going into any details, and it's just, we're all human. Oh my gosh. I remember something my mom's friend told my sister a long time ago. But yeah, it's also it's so sad, but I don't blame him. He did make it out. It's just he didn't know she didn't yet. Sad. I thought idol meeting was weirder. I didn't know people said that. I didn't know that people said that for a long time, at least when I first started streaming. I didn't realize that was a thing. But to an extent, it's like it's just like immersion too. Some people do. Yeah, I mean, that's okay too if they're having fun with it, you know? But it's like, at some point, you know, what if someone like actually has to go to a real idol meeting, and then their chat's just assuming, oh yeah, they're in the bathroom. Sorry guys, I have to go to a meeting. I'm gonna meet with a bunch of other idols at this convention, and it's just like... It's silly. It can be fun though. You will not catch me saying that I need to... You will not catch me saying that I need to go to an idol meeting unless I need to actually go to an idol meeting. Breaking news, Mintmai goes to the bathroom and gets taken by... I don't know how to pronounce that. This will never happen though. This is the problem with loving mythology. I can never remember all of it. I mean, I don't think anyone remembers all of it. Oh gosh, the sea worm, scary. There's some real scary pictures. Damn. Looks like it feels like just like these giant monster creatures. Their designs are so cool. So scary too, but so cool. Charybdis. Oh, I see. Chat would wait for the entirety of time. At that point, just bring your chat into the idol meeting. Like the actual idol meeting, not the bathroom. If you have to go to a real idol meeting. I feel like if I had... if we were all working as idols, right? If every VTuber was working at an idol, including me, you know, your baker idol. I am an idol now. I forget that sometimes. I'm so glad to be an idol. I just don't always, I don't know. It's one of those like silly baker by day, idol by night kind of thing. But I do think it's funny if I actually was, you know, invited or required to attend an idol meeting in the middle of my stream. I would bring my phone and message and chat while I was in the meeting, and I would send messages to you guys like this. I would be in the idol meeting, but I would be sending emails like, or I would be sending messages and chat like this. I would be in chat like that during the idol meeting. I want a snack. This meeting could have been an email. They could have just sent us a Slack message in the idol Slack. So silly. Dehydration sets in. I'm like, guys, I don't know. I just realized you said, I'll get your snack, Oshi-sama. I was today years old when I realized, what is Prince? Because I think I only know Ojo-sama or Hime-sama. But I quickly realized that I don't know how to say prince in Japanese. And then I thought to myself, oh, it's because I only ever see like things that say Ojo-sama. Oji-san. Oh, you're right. Sorry, that's in Stellar Stellar. So I did know that. I just forgot. It was in Stellar Stellar. Date boku wa hoshi da kara. Stella Stella. Ha ha. Guys, I don't think I know how to draw anymore. We've reached almost the 3rd hour into the co-working stream, and I'm like, guys, I've been drawing this whole time. I don't think I know how to draw anymore. No! Say it isn't so, art streamer! The art block gods come and they drag me out by my ankles. We're distracting you so much. No, not at all, actually. I've done so much. I think it's not that I'm good at multitasking. I'm terrible at multitasking, but I do think I'm able to hold a conversation so long as what I'm drawing does not require much active thinking. There's sometimes where I've been pausing to like look at it and like think, but sometimes it's like if I'm just, you know, going through my typical routine, if I have the sketch down already, or if I'm like just coloring and like filling in line art, then it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Starts desperately eating the bread off of your hair. It's kind of like when you say the same word over and over again, then it starts feeling wrong. You just gotta take a break from it. It's true. There are a lot of times where I literally have needed to sleep on it. I'll be working on something at night, and I'll get to a point where I'm like, this is like, I keep fixing the same thing, and I'm like, this is too much. I'm gonna go to bed. And then the next morning I wake up and I'm like, wow, it looks all wrong. Obviously, all I had to do was like change this, this, and this, and then it looks so much better because I'm thinking with like a clear mind instead of staring at the same thing I've been staring at for like 12 hours. Funny how that works. I do think if you say a word enough times, it just loses all meaning because now it's just a sound. So for instance, if I keep saying same over and over again, right? Same, 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 same. Not that I need to say it faster and faster, but like same, 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 same. It stops sounding like a word. Please, please, please. Sabrina Carpenter? Please, please, please. Don't prove I'm wrong. Please, please, please. Don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Same. Same, 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 same. Same, same. Feed us? Feed you? Say, here you go. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? I fed you something and you have no idea what it is. Don't do that. Learn this lesson well. Do not eat what you are given without questioning it. I guess, unless it's something that you or someone... wait. Oh gosh. I've already lost the plot. Don't look at me. But it's from Mayoshi. True. True. I'll give you that. Perhaps it is. Thank you for the I call this. You call this holy moly? Ah. Ah. Ha. I'm sorry, I can't believe I just read that. That's beautiful. Yaoi Miss is coming. I sure hope Uke Claus will leave me some semes under the Bial tree. I hope that you have the most wonderful Yaoi Miss ever. And in all things good we say. Put your hands together. Hey, gay men. Just like in VCraft, guys. Gosh, I need a copy pasta of like Uki's speech from that. It's so good. It was like, in the beginning, I'm sure it's out there somewhere. It must be. It must be. Like, I know for a fact that a screenshot of it exists on Twitter. It's just like not easy to pull up immediately. Let me find it. I wish I could find... Oh gosh. Let me see. What is this egg game I keep seeing things about, by the way? Why have I been seeing this game, this egg game? Yeah, there's this like silly egg game. I don't know. I can't find the sermon. Oh wait, I found it. In the beginning, Mother Nature breathed life into all things. Honestly, she ate. The 12 were with her and assisted in all which was needed. Work. I can't do it as well as Uki does. It's just too good. She was fair with all and ruthless when required. Slay. Pray give your thanks and offerings that she may bless you evermore, and in all things we say, gay men. Dude, the big-brained moment that they must have had to write that. It's so iconic. Honestly, I feel like one of the locations I wish I could have gone to more, at least within RP. I have visited it outside of RP. But the monastery is like gorgeous. Like the builds that are made, it's just nothing short of extremely impressive. But there's a lot of things with the limited time that I didn't get to spend nearly as much time with compared to what I would have liked. But I think it's okay just because, you know, I got to visit it later, or like when I wasn't streaming, and I took pictures of some places too. It was nice. It was very nice. Bake us bread. Oh, I'm working. Also, let's try to keep chat somewhat on topic a little bit. Well, I guess that's not too off topic. I am a baker, but there's your hobbit hole in the orchard. Yeah. I have photos I still haven't posted. I feel kind of bad now though, because it's been over 2 months, and so if I just post them out of nowhere, it's gonna be like, oh man, the feelings are getting dredged up again. These fuzzy and strange feelings. But I have so many photos. No worries, I like bread too. I mean, I bet you couldn't tell. The one where you roll the egg. Yes, that's the game I'm talking about. I haven't seen much of the gameplay, but I think it looks silly, and I like silly things. Pray. December 31st would be the time to post it. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. I don't know, I'm in no rush to organize the pictures or anything, but yeah, save it for New Year's, then it'll hit. Oh my gosh, wait! 2026, guys! 2026! It's gonna be our year! It's gonna be so awesome! I'm saying this right now. 2026 is going to be our year. Where did the year go? I felt like this year specifically passed really quickly. Maybe that's just because I was doing so much all the time. But I do think it passed quite quickly. That's okay though, because then there'll be another year, and then another year after that. It was balanced for me. I think it felt especially fast for me because I basically did not have a first half of the year. I didn't really have a first half of the year. It's strange because I did have like travel plans at the beginning of the year, like in January, and then after that it was just like gone because of my concert, actually. Because I had something that I had been working on for so long finally bubbling up to fruition that January until April, like I barely saw the sun. Worth it. But I learned a lot. I learned a lot in the process of that. And I think it's continuing, you know, my idle activities, they continue to be something that really excite me and get me learning all kinds of new stuff. And that's a good thing. We've unlocked time. Time is something that just exists, like, and it's okay, you know? It's one of those things where people say like time can be your best friend or your enemy. It just depends on like how you think about it. Or not how you think about it. It's just like, you know, it can work for or against you, that kind of thing. But time itself it's neutral. Now I think I've been staring at things for too long. I think I've been staring at my art for too long. It's okay. It is okay, I say, teeth chattering. It's a good time. It's only been too long when the art stares back. Funny enough, I think that does happen sometimes when you're drawing characters. Eventually you're like, wow, this character doesn't feel expressive anymore because I've been staring them in the face for so long. I do think it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, take breaks. Don't forget to take breaks and all will be well. It's been too long when the art talks. Okay. That is true. That is indisputably true. If the art talks to you, you need to go to bed. You need to go to bed like right now. I'm getting somewhere though. I can feel it. I am getting somewhere. Or rather, I've been getting somewhere, but it's just, you know, progress is not fast. It just is. It'll happen when it happens. I kind of want to play around with some new brushes sooner or later. I kind of rely on all the same ones, but changing it up sometimes can be nice. Okay, looking at OBS. Kya? Are you saying that I am art? Kya? I mean, besides in the literal sense. Sheesh. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm making progress. I'm making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Dun, 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 dun. See, I started stream and then it's like the sun is setting now. And it was a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Sun setting so early. I know. I would complain, but I'm like, eh. It's kind of cozy though, you know? It is kind of cozy. First night owls it is. I just think the sun setting earlier, it just like makes me want to sort of chill in the evenings even more, which can be nice sometimes, you know? I can't tell if I do more work in the morning or at night anymore. It used to always be at night, but ever since I've kind of been on my Mintmai practices being a morning person sort of kick, it's been a bit more balanced. The sun setting earlier just means more time to listen to city pop. Why? Because is city pop like exclusive for like late night? Is that the rule? It's the late night vibe. That's true. Something about nighttime is cozy because it's like everyone... It feels like the world is calmer and asleep. And then I feel like I can just kind of sit down with myself and like enjoy a video or like get some work done. Sometimes I just binge. I like binge videos I've wanted to watch when it's really late at night. Watch like an ASMR upload I missed here and there. From my favorite channels. It's a good time. It hits more from dusk to midnight. Ah, city pop. I suppose you're right there. It's hard to deny that city pop suits evening time best. I actually think city pop, it's like perfect at sunset on a day where the sunset is a little bit pink. And I know that that's super specific, but the sunset is not always pink. But I think on a night where like everything hits just right, it's like the sunset's a little pink, then yeah, it's a good time. I feel like the way I render things is it's always changing. I've only gotten one day of photos of such a sunset sky this year. I don't take enough sunset photos. Most of the time I just look at them and I'm like, wow, amazing, and then I don't take a picture. Maybe I should take a picture, but I don't tend to. There's a lot of times where I'm just like, wow, such a nice sunset. And then boom. Yesterday the sky was glowing, literally. Oh, I guess it depends on, you know, everyone's in different parts of the world. The worlds? Like worlds plural? I don't know why I said worlds like a plural. But yeah, everyone's in a different part of the world. I didn't notice any glowing sky. But also I was probably at home when that was happening and not looking out the window. I spent all my energy, all my morning energy outside. Is there a way to insert pictures? Oh, into a YouTube chat? No. No photos. I appreciate the thought though. Mint confirmed alien from a different world? Hey. No. Surely you already know by now that I wouldn't be the alien. Right? You would surely know by now. I'm not an alien. Zorp. No. That was just a hiccup, guys. I'm the most human. I literally am one of the few, I think, people that are very clear about the fact that it's like, I'm a human VTuber. I'm human. Yes, I know a lot of people that are not, but I happen to be human. Lots of people can be dragons or cats or fairies, but I happen to just be a guy. Sorry to disappoint. Welcome to my pickle jar. Did you put your phone into a pickle jar? Is that what that is? Clearly human VTuber, exactly. Clearly human. Yes. Is there still pickle juice in the pickle jar that you have now sunk me into? Glub glub glub. You give me a normal human VTuber who doesn't know how butter is made of, who doesn't know butter is made of dairy. Totally not alien. I know now. I know now that butter is dairy. Isn't that proof of my human? No. Actually, if anything, my imperfect blunders are what make me more human. My Oshi is being primed. I will taste delicious and sour in 2 to 3 months. I don't know how long pickles have to brine for. Maybe I would mold by then. Yes, I did see your message. Don't worry. Unfortunately, with just the nature of things, I try to read everything, but I might not read it out loud. That doesn't mean I didn't read it though. I pretty much read everything. I see everything. Da-dung. I try to read everything. But I might not just like echo it out loud or have a direct response in the moment. Thank you for understanding. Me pointing at Mintmai's reference sheet. The design is very human. The design is very human. Those videos crack me up. They're so funny. If you've never seen them before, you should look up the design is very human. It's so silly. It's like this guy is like, I noticed that people struggle with like focusing at work. So I made a chair to help them focus at work. And it's like a chair that like you could not humanly sit in. Let me see. What kind of things have we made? The design is very human. Yeah, there's like some really wacky stuff out there. Let's see. I don't know if there's a video I can show you immediately, but there are a couple of silly ones I've seen in the past where they like modify a toilet and it looks like physically impossible to use. And they're like very easy to use. I love those kinds of like broken engineered things, like broken or overly engineered things. There's something fun about them. Am I cooking or am I cooked? That is the question. Am I cooking or have I overcooked? That is the question. I think I'm overthinking this. I love the co-op toilets. Co-op toilets? Isn't that just a urinal? Aren't those technically co-op? They're like all right next to each other. Oh my gosh, I didn't learn about like urinal rules until I had friends that like told me about it like later. And I guess I just had never thought about it because I guess I've never been to a urinal before, but I had guy friends tell me about it and like me and friends about it in college where they're like, yeah, there's like an etiquette. There is an etiquette when it comes to the men's restroom, and I was like, oh, interesting. Yep. You might be overthinking it slightly. Things are often washed and chopped before they are cooked and served. I've seen that. I have seen that quote. I love that one. It's true. Things are often washed and chopped before they are cooked and served. Beautiful. Couldn't have said it better myself. Indeed, but if it's your homies we peeking, what? Depends on the homie, I feel like, still. Depends on how close you and your homie are, both physically and whatnot. Urinal is like private lobbies. Co-op is like you have to click the button to flush the other person's stall. I hadn't thought about it that way. Imagine you can't flush your own. Concept for public bathrooms to encourage more, you know, how about this? A concept for public restrooms that encourage more, you know, positive social interactions in day-to-day life and like outdoor society. Let's start with the concept of the toilet that you can't flush, but the person next to you specifically can flush your toilet. Yes. Community building. Yes. Just as the homie urinals for women. I'm sure they could make it work, but like I don't want it. Maybe someone wants it. Not for me though. I like to sit. I like to sit in my thoughts sometimes, okay? And other times, if I'm outside and I'm feeling really kind of just like everything is too noisy and there are too many people, like even if I'm just like outside, like I think sometimes it's just like malls or something, like maybe it can be pretty loud and whatnot. When I need to go to the restroom, it's like also a break. I sit there. I like to sit, and then I sometimes just like, yeah, like I get to rest, you know? The plus twos. Man. Urinal texting? I feel like you don't need to text. You can just talk to each other. Yeah, you should just, you know, guys, you should try this out next time. You should just turn to the person next to you and go, hey, how's it going? Or, you know, or like, just like smile at them. You know what they say, right? You could smile at someone and make their day. So next time you're at a public urinal, you can turn to the person next to you and smile at them like this. I think it would be great. You know, again, community building. Isn't that such a welcoming smile? With a wink? Maybe a wink is too much for the first time you're meeting someone, really. Make sure not to break eye contact through any conversation. Oh my gosh. Hey, beautiful. Hello, Rai. Thank you for 6 months. We're not... Guys, I think I'm sleepy. We're not talking about... We're not talking about cool ways to implement, you know, fun socializing at urinals. I would never. Okay, but here's my question. I have a genuine question for for any flower friends here that have the experience. So like, what do you do? If you're not allowed to stand right next to someone, but there's a bathroom, and like, let's say that there's like the people are already there, like spaced out. Like, let's say there's 5, and like 1, 3, and 5 are taken, and 2 and 4 are empty, and you really need to pee. Like, do you just not? Then it's Jover. If your circle isn't talking about improving urinals, get new friends. Your network is your net worth. Not like the grind set podcast sounding quote. You use the stall? Wait, I wasn't expecting that. I learned something new today. I wasn't expecting that for some reason. I guess I was anticipating that people would be like, just like hold it, I guess. But that's also kind of hard, you know? Nature's call. But you would take up the stall? Wait, what? The stalls have to be skipped too? Wait, what? What do you mean stalls have to be skipped too? Huh? You have to do every other stall? But the stall has a partition. I'm learning so much today. When nature calls, use the stall. Every other one is used. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense to me. There are many times I have pulled up and I'm just like in the stall next to someone else. But I think that that's just how it is sometimes. But interesting. Very interesting. No, but that's girls. But like there's already a wall. Like there's literally like a wall built. What a beautiful memory. One time me and my college roommate went to the bathroom and we peed together. Yeah, what a I can see that this is obviously a core memory. I have held hands with someone under the stall before. When one of my friends, we were in adjacent. See, that's the problem. If you skip stalls, you can't do the thing where you reach your hands under and you hold hands. So how do you hold hands? With your bestie. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you can't like interlock hands and have like a beautiful moment. Nobody does that, Mint. We hold feet. Oftentimes at least Oftentimes at least one person in the stall is holding on to dear life. I see your point. I do understand now. I do understand now the difference. It's a battlefield out there. Yeah, public restrooms honestly have always been a little bit of a battlefield. It's serious business. Oh yeah. That's me at the gym. Well, I'm glad that you guys have found so much community and camaraderie in the restrooms. Something I will say I really appreciate. I feel like, here's my tip, okay? If you happen, this is specifically for like malls. If you're in a mall and you need to go to the restroom and you want like a nicer experience, from what I've noticed, The bathrooms that are available in department stores are like so much nicer. They're so much nicer than the ones that are just like labeled like restroom, like for the mall. Because I think they're much less commonly used. I guess the only downside is you have to go to the department store, but if you're already nearby, it's like really nice. You know, sometimes even department store, at least for women's restrooms, there's like a waiting room. There's just like a room with sofas. And I'm like, wow, this is kind of nice. So sometimes it's like if a friend needs to go to the bathroom and we're like hanging out at the mall or something, I'm like, I can just sit in this chair. Or I'm like with my sister and we're out window shopping. I'm like, I can just sit in this couch and like wait for her. But technically I'm still in the bathroom. That's crazy. That sounds like something that would go in a confession stream, Odysseus. I will not even read that aloud. I will simply read that. And that's one of those things where I'm like, how did you get away with being in there for an hour? Dun, 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 dun. I'm not too sure what that means, actually. Ooh. Guys. I've had a good co-working session. I feel like I have to call it a day because I've been drawing and then redrawing the same section. I'm like finding myself defaulting to drawing and redrawing stuff. That furniture makes so much sense if there's a line. Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's the one thing with women's restrooms. The line. The line. Oh, goodness. Although, I went to... I feel like I remember... I went to like a concert once. Oh my goodness. The restroom situation at like a concert venue, it's just never gonna be good. You have to plan in advance. I don't know why I'm thinking about that so much. I don't know why I'm thinking about restrooms so much. I have to put the topic to rest. Na, na, na. Let me see. Okay. Sometimes I have to just like close my eyes and then reopen them on the artwork, and then it looks different when I look at it again. Other than that, I've made good progress, and so I think I can sleep on this. This is one of those moments where I drew more than one iteration of a part of the piece, but I saved all the versions and I'm like, I can't decide. Sometimes art side quests also help. That's true. I have tons of art side quests. Maybe I will switch to an art side quest soon. Methinks leave it for now, right? I think it's good, honestly. I think I can leave this for now. I'll come back to it. It's tough because oftentimes when I'm co-working, but I'm actually drawing, right? I like talking to you guys about the process, but like I can't show it yet. Or it's just something I can't show yet in general. So it's tough. How often do you stream? Quite often. I don't know if you use Twitter, but I am over there. But usually I'll have a waiting room up for my streams. I will stream tomorrow, but then I have to be I'll be off the rest of the week because I am busy. I'm busy, but I'll come back with stuff to talk about. I have some traveling. Like I have a lot of things that I need to do in December. Some of which includes travels. What if you talk about the process and we act like it's you forgetting to put up your screen on the stream? Sometimes I talk about the process and then I'm like way too specific. Is the problem. And then I'm like, oh, spoilers! Oh my gosh, guys. Spoilers. You know? She's Santa. I'm Santa. Mintmai is coming to town. Mintmai is coming to town. She sees you when you're sleeping. She knows when you're awake. She knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. That's kind of scary. That song was always wacky to me. I feel like even as a kid I understood, like I was like, what a strange song. What a very strange song. I don't want Santa to know all that. How come I don't have a choice? Oh my goodness though. I believed in Santa so hard. Totally still do, because whimsy. But there was a year where my mom, for Christmas, gave me a printed article. And I remember that Christmas better than any Christmas. Because it was basically the Christmas where my mom kind of figured that I believed in Santa for like way too long. And so she printed out an article for me to read. It was quite funny, but I do think that it's interesting that that's one that I really remember. I don't think that's the one she wants me to remember the most. Most likely not. But it is the one that I remember the most. I think I can find the article. I wonder if it's still up, the article she printed, because it was like a web article that she then put in printer paper and then she like printed it on printer paper and then stuffed it in a stocking. So you can imagine my disappointment. I don't even remember if I like, not that I, you know, now that I'm a grown up, of course, I'm not particular about the gifts or anything. But I don't remember if anything else came with the article. It was like just the article. Okay. So there's this story. There's this story. I can't find the original article. Let's see. I hope it also came with a recipe for sticky toffee pudding. Having to read it is like getting rejected by you've worked all your life to get into. In the stocking is kind of brutal, not gonna lie. My mom is really funny. Okay, wait. So yes, she printed out an article. There's this old journalism. There's this old article actually. And it's from 1897, but I'm pretty sure she printed an article talking about this article as well as this original. But it's, if you look up Yes Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. It is a response to this little girl's message to like an editorial. So yes, is there a Santa Claus? We take pleasure in answering at once and thus promptly the communication below, expressing at the same time our great gratification that its faithful author is numbered amongst the friends of the sun. Because there is a little girl that like sent them a question. Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? And there's basically, they wrote like a long response to it. Da-da-da-da. Is this a stream or a lecture? It's my stream in which I talk about whatever we feel like. And even if you meant it for jokes, you know, if you're here for whatever we've got going on, whatever the program is for the day. Tomorrow we'll have a more typical stream where I play a game. But today we're working and we're chatting. Like, how would you answer that? They answered it really, I think they answered it decently well. It's been years since I've read the article, so I don't quite remember well. But I think they had a very heartfelt response, which was something like, yes, there is a Santa Claus. There was like, Santa Claus exists in the forms of like kindness through people and da-da-da-da-da, things like that. And it's just one of those things where it was like a very heartfelt and genuine response where it doesn't say that he's like a dude that exists, but more so a concept kind of thing. But can you imagine how I felt reading that on Christmas? Maybe it was Matilda that asked that. Maybe. I do not play games with viewers on stream. That's more so because I think in the past I have a couple times, but usually like nothing with voice chat. That tends to be not a wise practice depending on what sort of regulations you input. It can be tough as a content creator sometimes to make those calls. But I generally don't play games with viewers, and I mostly don't want to place the expectation that that's something that would happen much, because it's more so like I'm a little bit of like a let's play. I'm someone that focuses a lot on let's plays where we'll like enjoy a game together via I'm playing it and there's like a story, etc. Santa brings presents for Victorian children, surely. Oh, I don't know. I think Santa as a concept is... I think Santa is real and awesome. I literally just saw him at the mall, so like, tell that to your... tell that to your articles that aren't confirming his existence, you know? He was there. It was literally him. He looked great too. Mall Santa. Santa is super busy. He has to like travel between all the malls in the world. I've always wondered what it'd be like if I could become a mall Santa. Unfortunately, I don't think I can qualify. I think you're jolly enough. I think Granny Minturva would qualify. Oh, she absolutely would. But then everyone would get figs. No one would get gifts. Everyone would get figs. Fig jam. Santa knows shadow clone jutsu, I guess. Oh, of course he does. Obviously. How could I have possibly forgotten? Santa of all people should know shadow clone jutsu. You know? I'll take figs. Figs are coal. Which way, naughty child? Yeah. I think to this day, Granny Minturva is my favorite character that I've created. My favorite character for a roleplay event. And that's, I guess, that's not quite saying much yet because I've only done... Now I've done 3 roleplay events, but even then it feels like it's barely anything, for me at least. Because I have such little... I feel like I still have such little experience in RPing. It's so fun though. I think VCraft did really help rear the desire to get myself out there more and like act a little, you know, or like feel immersed with a character. Bum bum bum. Sorry, I can't tell what you're... Let's see. Let's try and keep chat somewhat, you know, with the flow of things. I couldn't tell what that meant. I couldn't tell if it was like in a positive or negative way, so I'll remove it for now. Just out of precaution. Getting the character lore dump in RP is key. I love RP. I love RP. Now I do. Role-playing in a game... So much fun. Positive. Okay, I take it back then. I see. You were just mixing up how you wanted to name the holiday. I get scared sometimes because I just can't tell. We are a safe space though here. Happy, happy, happy. But yeah, sometimes with YouTube comments, I gotta be real cautious. Let's see. I've made really great progress today. I think I'm happy with that. Happy with that fact alone. That I've done some good arts today. Good artworks. Yippee! I just want to do like a little bit more. But I think I should eat dinner and then do some work. That's my goat! Otsu arting! Yippee! We love safe spaces. Hell yeah! They're very important. Please go eat. Absolutely. I had Hamburg steak for lunch. It was very good. Whenever I eat Hamburg steak though, I feel like a little kid. I'm like, it feels like I'm eating... it feels like I'm eating a kid's meal. And you didn't share? I mean, I got leftovers. If you want any. Do you want a piece? Yeah, Hamburg steak. If you don't know what Hamburg steak is, it's like yummy, yummy. So it's not steak, it's like ground meat more so. That's then squished into a patty. Almost like a hamburger patty, and it's really tasty. And the thing is, I feel like it has such a strong sort of like ketchup flavor. There's like a ketchup Worcestershire sauce happening. Yeah, it's halfway between a steak and a meatloaf. That's the best explanation. But oh, it's tasty. Oh, it's tasty. I like it. I like the flavor a lot. Except every time I have Hamburg steak, I end up eating so much of it because it's so tasty. So even when I'm full, I'm like kind of snacking on it because I'm like, yummy Hamburg steak. I'll trade a Swedish fish for a bite of Hamburg steak. Sounds like a fair trade to me. Wait, do you guys like Swedish fish? I feel like there's so much mixed reviews of Swedish fish. Give me some. Please. I'm okay with it. I like Swedish fish. I like that they kind of taste like nothing. I like the flavorlessness with the very slight sweetness. Do you use rehydrated mushroom like wood ear or shiitake? I like the texture they add. Ooh, I put those in hot pot. Wood ears are like a separate thing, but I put dehydrated shiitake mushrooms in stuff sometimes. Not in my Hamburg steak though. I just like chopped onions in mine. I feel like I have a pretty standard Hamburg steak. Follow a pretty standard Hamburg steak recipe. You lost a tooth from a Swedish fish? I would not have expected that to be possible. I suppose now I know. I thought they weren't a super tacky gummy, but I guess that can happen no matter what. I know that people have gotten like their teeth hurt from like seeds before. Although I feel like that's more common, like a watermelon seed or something. It was frozen? Well, that explains it. Wood ear is best with stewed or braised chicken. Ooh, chefing it up. That sounds good. Oh no, you guys are making me hungry. You guys are making me so hungry. Those gelatinous foods. It's a good time. Thank you guys for a really comfy co-working time. I feel like I was really locked in today. But that's a good thing. That's what I need. That's what I needed. So I'm glad. My mom often put them in meatballs, so I like them. Ooh. That sounds good. I've had some pretty good meatballs. I like when they kind of have a springy texture. I've had these tofu meatballs before because I just love how tofu tastes. And it's like you mash the tofu with the meat and it changes the texture. So yeah. Comfy is the last word I should use to describe you. Well, we do keep things pretty comfy here. I appreciate, you know, seeing new faces around the bakery for sure. But yeah, don't forget to peek at our chat rules and stuff and just have a, I guess even if you're not the comfiest type, we are pretty comfy here. We are pretty comfy cozy. So bear in mind is all. I think I really gotta put this down now. I did a good job today, everyone. Okay, pencils down. Pencils down. Woo. Oh my goodness. Good job today, everyone. And by everyone, I also mean me, because phew. That was a lot of stuff. I did a lot today. But that's exactly what I needed to get started on a Monday. But yeah, let me actually bring you guys over to my other room. I'll bring you guys over to my other spot. I want to hang out there before we go. Hi, welcome to the bakery. This is my super awesome, beautiful bakery. The last one was also my super awesome, beautiful bakery, but just a different space. Otsu drawing, work was done. Yeah, Otsu, you guys. Happy Monday, happy Mintmai Monday. Good job, everyone. Working, you know, good job, everyone who's been working so hard. Otsu Mint, Otsu, thank you. I did a thing. I did a thing. I regret the thing I did. If you're wondering what it is. Does anyone listen to my goat still? My goat Bill Wirtz. I did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. And you're wondering what it is. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Goat? Please enlighten me. He's the guy that did the history of Japan. The sun is a deadly laser. Or history of the entire world as well. You may, but the thing is, I feel like I've been a fan of his other jingles. But he's well known for his history of Japan video, amongst other excellent little tunes. Although he has not been on YouTube for 3 years. But I hope that he is well. I hope that he is doing so very well. No wonder he was familiar. He has a really specific style. Yeah. His YouTube channel is just Bill Wirtz. But he has, I don't know, his sense of humor. His sense of humor I enjoy. It's like the bit of I can't speak right now. I'm so eepy now. I worked hard. But I think his sense of humor is, to me, one of the earlier examples of like surrealist humor on the internet, because you can scroll really far down his channel to so many years ago, and he just has this video from 11 years ago just called 2+3. And it's just a jingle. What is 2+3? Like, I think he has just very surreal. I didn't watch his stuff until much later, like when he popped off with the history of Japan. But he has some great jingles. Can I find the video I was quoting earlier? I would like to leave you guys with his jingle. Very avant-garde. Oh yeah, 6 years ago. 6 years ago! Don't speak to me. This video is 6 years old. Oh, the time. I know, time. It goes like this. I regret the thing I did. Wondering what it is. This is the jingle that plays in my head when I make an irresponsible purchase. Wait, hold on. I feel like I gotta show you guys the video if we're gonna watch it together. I did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. And if you're wondering what it is. Shopping theme? It's just really good. Like, this is his style. I'll pull it up on the bakery projector. Wondering what it is. I did a bad thing. This gets stuck in my head often. Good flute. The bee. Bill Ward's face reveal? His face is in a lot of videos, actually. Times is the game going to change. Him standing in the E is pretty peak. Yeah, so is it overstimulating? Yes. Do I love it? Also yes. I have not seen a video from this man in so long. I feel like he quit 3 years ago. I think he quit YouTube a while ago. Although I feel like there's definitely things that exist on the internet that were definitely inspired by his style. He's one of those people that have such a specific style. I think when anyone else... I didn't realize how long this was. He has such a specific aesthetic that I think never heard of him before? You've never seen the history of Japan? Or the history of the entire world? So deep. It's like a whole song. Okay. Sorry to cut it off. But I want to show you guys. History of Japan. Yes. Or history of the entire world.
Hi, you're on.
This you've definitely seen this before, right? Or if not, it's peak. You should look it up.
Some of it's water. Fuck it. Actually, most of it's water.
Oh my gosh, he sweared. Oh no. Now I have to tell YouTube there's a swear in my video.
A long time ago, actually never, and also now, nothing is nowhere.
I didn't realize he swore.
Makes sense, right?
That's so funny.
I said, it didn't happen. Nothing was never anywhere. That's why it's been everywhere. It's been so everywhere, you don't need a where.
The horror.
When. That's how every it gets.
That's how every it gets. This is so internet. And then it's just blank for a while.
Forget this. I want to be something. Go somewhere. Do something. I want things to change. I want to invent time and space. And I know it's possible because everything is here and it probably already happened. I just don't know when to start. And that's exactly where it started. Oh, I paused it. I think there's a universe now. What's it made of? Corks and stuff. Ah, that's a thing. In a place. Don't like it? Try a new place. At a different time. Try to stick together because the world is going to get bigger and emptier. But it's not empty yet. It's
the science in this is kind of awesome.
Great news. The quarks are now happily married in groups of 3 called a proton or a neutron. And there's something else.
It's like actually informational. This was TikTok brain rot before TikTok brain rot, but it's actually so well made. No, I agree. It's got lots of science and world history, and then it started playing an advertisement. But yeah, I don't know. I appreciate things like that, where people can just make something to make something, and it can be short, it can be quirky, and it doesn't need to be anything super. I guess, how do I say it? It's well made, but doesn't need to be polished. That's the kind of thing that I feel like inspires me a bit to just like, I don't know, loosen up a bit and just like make stuff to make stuff. It's good stuff. All right, I've been rambling enough on this Mintmai Monday. Let me actually close my file for real now because I keep looking at it because I'm like, deadlines. Wow. Okay. Oh, Mintmai. Oh, so much work was done. Yippee. So many random conversations were had, and that's how the co-working stream goes, everyone. I did a good thing. I enjoyed the thing I did. It was a stream. We did a good thing. Yeah, I saved my files. I'm gonna rest up and enjoy food now. Yippee! Okay, well, before I overstay my welcome, I get to blast off into the sun. Yatta! Yatta! Thank you guys for a good Monday. I hope you guys get a lot of, I hope you guys get a lot of rest throughout the week. I'm sorry it is a short week for us. I know. But tomorrow at doing the little brain calculations. Beep beep boop boop boop. Beep boop. Beep boop beep boop. Beep boop. 20 hours from now, tomorrow, at a time, at a place, that place being here, youtube.com/@mintmaivt. Hours until I'm pretty sure it's 20 hours. In about 20 hours tomorrow, I will be streaming. Yay. Let's play Pokemon tomorrow. I know, it's blah 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 blah. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being flower friends. Thank you for supporting me, for wanting to talk to me, and hanging out anytime. I can't express it enough, I really appreciate you for being here, and I'm really happy that hopefully you get something out of me sitting here and being really silly. But that being said, please have a wonderful week, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow, and then after that, I'll see you the next Mintmai Monday. I know, mini Mintmai drought, the busiest of Decembers to January time, but it'll be good. I'll do some nice recharging as well. Zzz. I'm very human and don't need to be plugged into an outlet. Zzz. But I'll be going outside and I'll come back with, some stories and stuff. So I can't wait for that. I'm excited for winter time. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mint my rocket. Oh, you're missing me already. Well, I'll be back before you know it, okay? Backflip. Ah, awesome. Front flip. Wow. I enjoyed my stay. That makes me so happy. I enjoyed my stay as well. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. My rocket is blasting off again. Please have a wonderful week. And again, tomorrow, we Pokemon. Ha ha ha. Nya ha 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 ha. Hopefully, we can battle it out. But tomorrow, Pokemons. Ooh. Did I make you yawn? If I made you yawn, it means that you enjoy my company. Did I make you yawn? Did I? Oh, okay. So you hate me. Goodbye. I yawned before, so I made you yawn. Ooh, suddenly so sleepy and tired. Ooh. That was a real yawn, actually. I know I made it sound dramatic, but... I can't, I'm driving! Wait, don't Mintmai and drive! Get home safe. Thank you for hanging out with me. See you later! Bye-bye! Bye-bye!